In the past, I always had so many things in mind that I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the gym, eat healthy, work on my goals, and start my own business. But somehow, I always ended up back on Instagram. Meanwhile, I always had this voice in my head saying, "How did this happen? You wanted this so much today." So, I started delving into the topic of motivation, especially with so-called motivation killers. There are a few small, partly little-known things that kill your motivation. In this video, I'll tell you about the 7 most dangerous motivation killers that prevent you from achieving your goals and implementing the things you set out to do. Let's get started right away. First, know why. Why do you do what you do? If you can't answer this question, your brain won't provide you with any motivation. If you're looking in a job that feels meaningless to you, you'll never give 100%. If you go to the gym without knowing why, you'll lack motivation during your workout. However, the good news is that you can easily find a motivating why. I'll show you a trick to give you more meaning to your activities. Write down the following question on a piece of paper every morning after waking up. Why is today worth it? Take 2 minutes to write down a few answers. This little exercise can be truly life-changing. It gives you a why and gives you a motivational boost every day. Second, perfectionism. Perfectionism is actually something really good. You don't want a pilot to make mistakes or else people will die. You don't want a doctor to make a mistake or else your health will deteriorate. Perfectionism is good wherever actions can have serious consequences. In everyday life, however, perfectionism often holds us back. Let's say you've been searching for the perfect workout plan all week. You search and search, but what actually leads you to success is going to the gym. Almost every decision we make in everyday life doesn't have serious consequences. You can try a lot, make mistakes, and fail. But how do you overcome perfectionism? Accept doing things imperfectly. Prioritize taking action over perfectionism and force yourself to jump into the unknown unprepared. By doing so, you'll not only progress faster in life, but also gain the experience that starting imperfectly is not a big deal. Third, wrong attitude. If you're forced to do something, it's not exactly motivating. This is, for example, the reason why so many people hate school. They feel like they have to go to school, and because they feel forced, they lack any motivation to learn or even pay attention in class. But there is a rather simple solution for that as well. Replace the thought of "I have to" with "I have chosen to." If, for example, you lack the motivation to clean up your apartment, make yourself aware that you don't have to tidy up. You have voluntarily chosen to do it because having a clean apartment is important to you. Fourth, waiting for motivation. How often do we think, "I would love to, but I don't feel like it right now"? But we forget that it's just a thought in our head. This thought has no power over us. We can also take action even if we have a thought that says otherwise. Even Steve Jobs had days when he didn't feel like leading a team, dealing with problems, and working tirelessly without breaks. But he did it anyway, and today Apple is the richest company in the world. So realize that the correct sequence is act first, and then motivation follows, not the other way around. And now, one of the most dangerous motivation killers, fifth, uncertainty. Every decision we make requires willpower. However, many people struggle with making decisions and get stuck in a loop. They waver in their minds between options and ponder endlessly about which choice would be better. Meanwhile, their willpower drains like a battery. Once the battery is empty, there is no drive or motivation left. Therefore, it's important to make quick decisions. If you struggle with this, the 5-second rule can help you. Count down from 5 in your head and then take action on one of the 2 options. It sounds simple, but it works. There's a whole book, blogs, and hundreds of videos dedicated to this rule. These 5 motivation killers can prevent you from achieving your goals and implementing the things you set out to do. It's important to be aware of them and develop strategies to overcome them. Don't be discouraged by the lack of why, perfectionism, a wrong attitude, waiting for motivation, or uncertainty. Set clear goals, work on your discipline, and find ways to motivate yourself even when it gets tough. I hope these tips help you maintain your motivation and successfully pursue your goals. If you want to learn more about personal growth and living a healthier, happier, and more successful life, then subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.